안녕하세요, 활력소장입니다.
안녕하세요, Lawrence입니다. I'm from Ireland.
So people can hear Irish accent, right?
I hope so.
오늘은 그래머인유즈에서 영국식, 미국식 다른 스펠링의 차이를 한번 조금 살펴보고 그 다음에 한국인들이 많이 하는 발음 실수를 같이 짚어보려고 해요.
Okay, so you're going to look at some words that are spelled differently in UK or English, British English, and American English.
Yes. The first unit one, you can see here, my favorite color is blue. So you can see two favorite and color. Their spelling is different.
Okay. So color is spelled C-O-L-O-U-R in British English, and in American English it's C-O-L-O-R. British English was, original, and American is kind of adapted. So obviously they decided to drop the U because it's silence in the word.
Yeah. Another thing is Unit 5 exercises. City center, center as well. And also here Unit 6, theater, center, theater.
Okay, so we have theatre and centre in this book because it's British English. They both end with the letters RE. Whereas in American English, both those words are spelled ER. That's originally how it was spelt in British English, but the Americans tend to adapt how the word sounds, and really the word sounds like ER.
Yeah.
So that's probably
You don't pronounce century,
No.
right?
No, even though it was always spelt like that in British English.
Yeah. There are many differences like S instead of Z and stuff like that.
Yeah, like visualization?
Yeah. Organization.
Organization,
Yeah.
decentralization. Yeah, in America they tend to use the Z,
Yeah.
which again is maybe just because that's how it sounds.
Smile is for thumbnail. So we tend to mix use R and L.
Yeah.
So you hear a lot, right?
Yeah.
My student.
So with your students constantly we're hearing the R's and the L's being confused, being mixed up. A typical example would be the word London. So I hear young students they call London London, and
I like London.
the Korean alphabet is completely different to the English alphabet. So I would never have thought that those letters would be confused, but obviously you're using a different alphabet in Korea completely. It turns out that you use the same symbol and don't really distinguish that particular sound.
원어민 입장에서는 한글을 알파벳을 한글을 섞어서 쓰면은 한국말을 잘 못한다고 이렇게 생각을 할 수 있듯이 여기에서도 똑같은 거예요. 이 발음을 섞어서 쓰면 영어를 별로 잘 못하는구나 라고 바로 느낄 수가 있어요. 바로 이제 확인이 되는 그런 발음 중에 하나, R과 L인데 So late, if you
Late
hear, yeah.
and rate.
Yeah, that's a completely different meaning. Like
Yeah.
rate.
Well, there is a word, rate. Generally, it could be to do with pay.
Yeah.
Your rate of pay, how much you're getting paid per hour. Whereas late is if you were supposed to be somewhere at a particular time and you didn't make it on time, so you're late.
And then I also hear this. I'm learning English.
Okay, so I think what you're saying there is I'm learning English,
Yeah.
because what you said would make me think that you are
Running.
a marathon or something.
And English?
I don't know. It could be some particular kind of marathon, but it sounded a bit confusing. So I think it would be more realistic for you to say that you're learning English.
Yeah.
So again, it's the L and the R sound, which can cause confusion. If you pronounce the letters of the alphabet and the letter L, you know, as it sounds, generally L, learn, you know, it's more likely. Whereas the letter R, okay, what example did we have?
Rome.
Run.
Rome.
Rome. So Rome.
Rome.
So it's not going to be Rome. You know, you can see from the letter.
I think the reason why, for example, like Rome in Korean, it's Roma.
Loma. Okay.
So we don't have this different pronunciation. So it's like 카레 라이스, 오므라이스. That's a rice.
Yeah.
So I think there's where the confusion coming from.
Yeah.
So next one we can also see there are two words here. They aren't walking. I'm working.
Okay, so they aren't walking. I'm working. So with the sentence they aren't walking, it shows a picture of three people running. So obviously walking and running, you know, as in you're maybe not as fast as running. You're walking, you're stepping. So we're looking in specifically at the words walk and work. You know, W-A-W, walk. Walk. Whereas work sounds more like were, like
Work.
you know, we were, like work.
But when you hear British accent, they tend to say like walk.
Walk.
Yeah.
Walk.
And they've gone for a walk in London the next day.
Yeah, it can be down to accent too. So really, if it is down to accent, it's really just a matter of getting used to hearing and hearing what people, how they talk, and knowing the context. So that's all just experience. But I would really hear the difference, like I said, walk and work. Walk and work.
And another thing is dance.
Dance.
Yeah, because you know when I said I like dancing, seems like British people, they don't really understand it the first time.
Okay.
So eventually I realized, it's not dance, it's dance. Dancing.
Yeah, so you're talking about when you were living in the UK. And I think this one is maybe one that sounds different in American English. Dance, yeah.
Well, you must dance. You must have fun.
Vertical dance.
And dance in the same space.
It happens when I dance.
Children dance all the time if they're allowed to.
And then enjoying the dance of your eyes over the...
But I would tend to pronounce it dance.
That's between American and British.
Maybe a
I
little
think.
bit.
So there is one. The 3 L's in Unit 5. Could you read this
Okay,
sentence?
I'm going to read that sentence.
Yeah.
So that sentence is, Lucy lives in London. Lucy lives in London.
Yeah.
So if you were to confuse all three of the L's, you could easily say, Lucy lives in London, which doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I think 한국 사람들은 영어를 하면 이거를 혀를 무조건 굴려야 된다고 생각하는 게 첫 번째인 것 같아요. 그래서 R 발음이나 L 발음이 나오면 무조건 우선 굴리고 보는 거죠. 그래서 이런 런던 이런 실수가 나온다고 요즘 생각이 들었어요. Okay, I think that's about it for today.
Good stuff.
궁금한 점이 있다면 댓글로 남겨주시고 앞으로 계속 이런 영상을 보기를 원하신다면 좋아요 눌러주시고 댓글로 알려주세요. Okay. How are we gonna end this?
Yeah, thanks for watching. And press subscribe for more videos from Sojung. Sojung in Ireland.
Okay. Okay, thank you for today. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.